This right here's a penny trapper. Whoa, 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 this right here's a penny trapper.
What's going on, guys? Coach Rob here again with another fragrance review. Based on the intro, you know what it is. Very Sexy for Him by Victoria's Secrets. Based on my last video, I gave you my definition of a fragrance, Must Ravageur, which I thought wasn't a panty dropper. So I want to follow that video up with a fragrance that I do consider a panty dropper. Okay, what is a panty dropper? To me, my definition of a panty dropper is a fragrance that once a woman smells it, the thought of sex crosses her mind. Now, there's no magic fragrance that does that. There's no cologne, there's no elixir or love potion number 9 out there, guys. But there are fragrances I feel that drive women crazy. And this is one of them, guys. This is definitely a fragrance that drives women crazy. But I mean, it all makes sense. When you think about the house or you think about who makes this fragrance, it's made by a company that promotes lingerie, that promotes sexiness to women. So if they're going to make a fragrance that caters to women to give to their boyfriends, I would assume they would make a fragrance that they would give to their boyfriends in a time of, intimacy. Sometimes to where they're thinking about sex, or they're feeling sexy to match the lingerie that they just purchased. Put it one and one together, man. It makes perfect sense. So I can see why a house like this would be the people that make a great panty dropper fragrance. So here's the bottle, guys. Real simple bottle. I think it looks good. Real clean, gets to the point. Has a big silver top. Kind of looks like Blue Day Chanel bottle. Reminds me of that a lot. My sprayer is already, looks like it's, I don't know if you can tell, but my sprayer is already breaking, so this bottle is not constructed that well. But this fragrance, a lot of people compare it to Calvin Klein's Eternity, and Calvin Klein Eternity to me is one of my favorite fragrances. That I wore that back in middle school. That's the first bottle I ever owned, and that's what made me curious about even purchasing fragrances, or even that started my love for fragrance was CK Eternity. So I'm always gonna have a bottle in my collection. I don't care what nobody says about it. I don't care how synthetic they say it is or how cheap Calvin Klein colognes people feel are. And this actually, it does kind of open up, like, Eternity. I do see that comparison, but what I also smell in this, I smell like lime. There's like there's some lime in it. I also smell a slight cinnamon, and I love cinnamon fragrances. I love most fragrances that have cinnamon in it, and I do pick up a little cinnamon in this. And I also pick up actually rubber, if that makes sense. Kind of like that rubber found in that Bulgari Black. Not as strong, but it does have like that rubber smell in the background. But to me, it's blended well, so neither scent stands out or overpowers the other one. Since it is synthetic, it's kind of hard to make out each note, but those are the four main ingredients that I smell in it, and it's done well. Synthetic, I don't look at synthetic as a bad thing. A lot of guys may say synthetic is bad, but to me, synthetic gets love from the women. Synthetic fragrances, they get love. I don't think a natural smelling fragrance with the finest ingredients is going to appeal to women any more than a synthetic fragrance would. Bottom line, it's what's your goal in the fragrance. Like with me personally, I have a goal for everything I do, from personal life, business, to my relationship, to my finances, to the colognes that I wear. What is my goal when I wear something like this? Really, I don't care. Like, if I didn't like this and it still got me the results of compliments and being the pain dropper that it is, I will still wear it because it's not bad. But my goal is to attract women with this. My goal is to put on a panty dropper. So I can care less about anything else. You know what I mean? I wear fragrances if I want to wear something that's going to make me stand out, something that, I want to wear today and be an individual. I want to wear today and smell weird or smell like totally different than anything that the people I'm around ever smelled. Do I want to smell like something that's gonna have me blend in with people, be pleasant, something that's gonna give me compliments, or whatever? That's how I look at things. I figure out what my goal is for that particular scent or that particular fragrance or that particular action that I'm doing. And I go from there, guys. And I would suggest some of you guys do the same thing. You know, look at your collections and figure out what those colognes do for you. You know, and categorize them. I guess, you know, put your paint droppers over here. You know, put your day scents over here. Put your night scents over here. And before, I'm gonna be honest, before YouTube, I never looked at fragrances like that. I never, you know, looked at fragrances for summer, spring, winter, day, night, date night, panty dropper, job interview, and all that stuff. But now I definitely see a purpose in separating all my fragrances and putting them in categories like that. So when would I wear this? I mean, it's obvious. You would wear this on that romantic date night. I would even wear this to the club. I think if it's such a pain dropper that it doesn't project though. That so I probably wouldn't wear this in the club. I'll put this in my glove compartment. You know what I mean? That's how real players do it. You put this in the glove compartment. So you wear whatever the hell you wear your 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that to the club, and when that dries down or it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you take this little thing out your glove compartment and you hit a couple sprays of it. You know what I mean? Let the ladies get a whiff of this. That's what you do. That's how a real player would do it. You know, put it in the glove compartment so you can set the mood. Because really, that's what this is, guys. When I talk about paint droppers, I'm talking about a mood setting fragrance. That's the definition of a paint dropper. It's something that sets the mood. For instance, you're on a date, you bring a nice lady home, or you invite her to your house, and you have it set up. You have the lights dim, you have the candles lit, you have the the Moscato Wild and the slow jams playing in the background or whatever. That's not going to make her drop her panties. What that is doing is that's setting the mood for her to drop her panties later. You know what I mean? That's setting it up. That's making her feel comfortable. That's what your goal is. So when you put on something like this, you got to bring more to the game than just your scent. You got to you got to have that charisma. You got to have that personality. You got to have that that mouthpiece, that game that you're gonna give to these women and things like that. Along with that, this is what makes all that pop. It's that scent. This is the scent. You want a lady when she wakes up the next morning and she has your t-shirt on or something like that. You want this sprayed all on that t-shirt. You want her to smell this and think about not least, how much does something like this cost? At Victoria's Secret, this runs about 39. I think this is a 1.7. Yeah, this is a 1.7 that I have. Actually, I got this as a gift from a lady. Like I said, man, ladies love this. But I got this as a gift from a lady. And I got the actual gift set that you see in the intro. I got this. I got the shower gel, and I got the aftershave lotion, and it came in a little bag. And those bags are good too, man. I'll recommend those for something. I mean, for any cologne, because it's good. You can put all your toiletries in there, your toothbrush, deodorant, sprays, colognes. When you spend a night at a lady's house after spraying on something like this, that bag come handy. See, even Victoria's Secret knew to give you one of those little bags to put all your toiletries in, because they already knew what this was going to do. You're going to spend the night with this, so you might want to have your toothbrush ready, and they gave you a bag in the gift set that had your toothbrush ready. So that's what I have, guys. But just my advice, just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a panty dropper. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a great scent that you guys should go get it for $40, man. You can't beat that, dude. I mean, it's probably even cheaper on Amazon or something, but at Victoria's Secret is the price range that I gave you. So I mean, that concludes my panty dropper scent on there. Rate, comment, subscribe. Leave your feedback if you guys had the experiences that I've had with this. And I had a lot of them, but I got a girlfriend out there that watched these videos, so I can't give you too many details, get too explicit. But this damn thing, it works. I'm telling you, this is a panty dropper. This is a compliment getter. This does the job. So I feel every man should have this in their collection, even if you don't wear it that much. I didn't wear mine that much. I don't know if you can see the juice. I mean, that's probably more than most of my bottles. I got most of my bottles like 99%. So I did use a lot of this, I guess, more than I thought I did. But it was a reason for it, guys. But hey, I'm out. Coach Rob. See you in the next review.